على عباده الذين اصطفى أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وما ينبغي للرحمن أن يتخذ ولدا إن كل من في السماوات والأرض إلا آتي الرحمن عبدا لقد أحصاهم وعدهم عدا وكلهم آتيه يوم القيامة فردا إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات سيجعل لهم الرحمن ودا فإنما يسرناه بلسانك لتبشر به المتقين وتنذر به قوما لدا وكم أهلكنا قبلهم من قرن هل تحس منهم من أحد أو تسمع لهم ركزا صدق الله العظيم وبلغنا رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Surah Maryam, the last ayat. Inshallah tonight we are completing the surah. وَمَا يَنْبَغِي لِلرَّحْمَنِ أَنْ يَتَّخِذَ وَلَدًا. Last night we also read these ayat where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that it is not befitting of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah, Rahman, He would create a son. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has presented a logic that inshallah Hazrat Hakim Muhammad Mashir Thani Rahmatullahi has explained it further. So inshallah we intend to explain it from that angle. In these ayat, in kullu man fis samawati wal ardi illa ati rahmani abda, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told a quality of Himself or someone to be God and a quality of creation. That which has that quality of God, that godly quality is God, and that which has the creation, the quality of creation, then that is creation. In kullu man fis samawati wal ardi illa ati rahmani abda. This mentions a godly quality of perfect authority. Nobody is outside of that authority. So for God, for someone to be God, this quality has to be there, that they should have a perfect authority. Nobody can be outside of their authority. And abda, all the creation, this is a creation of this is a quality of the creation, that they are dependent. They are ibad. So God has perfect authority and nobody can be outside of that authority. If somebody can be outside of the authority of God, then God, this one with the authority cannot be called God. Allah is saying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is such that He has perfect authority, nobody is outside of His authority. And the quality of creation is dependence, that they are dependent. لَقَدْ أَحْصَاهُمْ وَعَدَّهُمْ عَدًّا وَكُلُّهُمْ آتِيهِ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ فَرْدًا. In these two ayat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has again mentioned another quality of God and another quality of creation. If that quality is there, then it is God. Who has this quality is God, which is a knowledge that surrounds everything. Nothing is outside of their knowledge. Nobody is outside of the restricting knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah has surrounded everything, both from outside and inside. That who has surrounded, He is God. And that is only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And وَكُلُّهُمْ آتِيهِ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ فَرْدًا. This mentions the restriction of creation, that every creation is restricted. Every creation is restricted. So now, if somebody says that there is multiple gods, then this cannot hold true. That God is the one who has perfect authority, nobody is outside of the authority. And that if there is another God, then what is the realm, what is the area of their authority? If they have another area of authority, then they are outside of the area of authority of this God. And then this does not hold true. This cannot happen. Similarly, creation, it is always dependent and restricted. So anything apart from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that they want to take as God, they have these qualities and they also agree that they are dependent. They are dependent on food. They are dependent that if they are in one place, they cannot be in another place. They are dependent to in the matter of sleeping, needing sleep. So these needs, when somebody has needs, they are dependent. So they cannot be God, and they are restricted. They are restricted by the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in many other regards. So Hazrat Isa alayhi nabiyina salatu wassalam, Hazrat Uzair alayhi nabiyina salatu wassalam, these people saw that they were restricted. They saw those restrictions. So how can they claim that they are also gods? Now the other thing that is also written is, so these are the 4 qualities. The first 2 qualities, perfect authority out of which there is nobody. There is nothing. Perfect authority over everything and perfect knowledge that surrounds everything. These are the 2 godly qualities. And dependence and restricted, being restricted. These are the qualities of the creation. These cannot go together in one creation. So whoever is dependent and restricted, they cannot be God. Now the other thing is that they say, some people say among the Christians also, that Allah deputed his qualities or gave some of his qualities to Hazrat Isa alayhi salatu wasalam and created him as a son. So the son was not complete God but imperfect God. But the concept of offspring and having children is that they replace their parents. When human beings have children, they take the qualities of their parents. They take the qualities of these parents. So if the children conceptually take this godly quality from the God, na'uzu billah, then they are God. Otherwise they are not children. So then we understand that Hazrat Isa alayhi salatu wasalam, Hazrat Uzair alayhi salatu wasalam, they are not children of God. They do not have any godly qualities, but they are special creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whom Allah gave some unique powers, some unique miracles. And that is the true concept that Islam gives, that these are special chosen creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Hazrat Isa and Hazrat Uzair are from the jins, from the kind of human beings. And angels, they have also special powers, but none of them had any godly qualities and none of them were above the qualities of creation. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ سَيَجْعَلُ لَهُمُ الرَّحْمَنُ وُدًّا. Those people, without doubt, surely those who believe and do righteous deeds. So those people who have faith and who have good deeds, سَيَجْعَلُ لَهُمُ الرَّحْمَنُ وُدًّا. For them, Allah the Rahman will create love. So this is about this world here as well. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those people who have faith and who do good deeds, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala creates love for each other of those people who have both these qualities. And on both of these have these qualities, Allah creates love and attachment in their hearts. So Wudda, this is also one of the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that He is Wadud. He creates love in the hearts of people. So Wadud, and it is Rahman who does it. So that is why we notice that the people who are, and they do it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and not for the world or for the other creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for getting praise, then Allah creates an inexplicable love for them in the hearts of people. They may not be very good looking, they may not be giving any material benefits to people, still the creation loves them. Allah puts the love of those people in the hearts of creation. And the Prophet ﷺ has elaborated further that when Allah loves someone, He tells Jibreel that I love this person, so you also love him or her, and also spread this news in the skies. And then all the creations of the skies, in the skies, they start loving that person, and then this love and acceptance descends onto the earth and it spreads onto the earth. Now the question comes that sometimes we, for our material benefits, our worldly benefits, we also love people. That love is not in technical terms love, that is lust. We are, for our some benefit, we love somebody, and those might be sinners. The question is that even sinners are loved. So this is talking about a different love. This is the true real love that is put directly in the hearts of people by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This has no worldly benefit attached to it. The second thing is that the opposite is also sometimes true, that we see that some people are pious, they do it for the sake of, they are people of faith and they do good deeds for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Still, some people have grudges or hatred or negative feelings for them in their hearts. So the answer is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said that both of these, the lover and the beloved, have these qualities, should have these qualities, that they have iman and they do good deeds for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When there is a grudge or there is negative feelings, then it is understood that one of them is lacking in those qualities. One of them is lacking in those qualities. When both of them do for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala good deeds and have iman, then there might be difference of opinion, but there is deep-seated respect and love and affection for each other. The first and the foremost address of all the good qualities of humanity mentioned in the Quran are the Sahaba, the companions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We look at them that they had, at multiple occasions, there's narrations that they had difference of opinion, but they had deep-seated love for each other. Even when they fought each other, they had deep-seated love and respect for the other side. Similar is the case with our great fuqaha, that the great muhaddiseen, the great fuqaha, the mashayikh, they always had love and acceptance and affection for each other. Imam Azam Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayhi, Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal rahmatullahi alayhi, Imam Malik rahmatullahi alayhi, Imam Shafi rahmatullahi alayhi, they had differences of opinion, but they had really deep-seated love and affection and respect for each other. They were willing to pray behind each other. They were willing to tell their followers to pray behind that other imam. But in today's world, if people have grudges and negative feelings, na'uzu billah, about any of these accepted close people to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the aimma, fuqaha, muhaddiseen, the mutaqaddimeen, the sahaba, then the problem is in today's people, that we do not have true faith. We do not do our good deed with sincerity for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So because of the lack of sincerity, we might have grudges. If there is a grudge and negative feeling about any of the Sahaba or about any of the Fuqaha and Aimma who are well accepted by the Ummah for over 1,000 years, then the problem lies within us, not with them. We have something lacking within us, and that is the reason that there is negative feelings for them. Otherwise, among these people, between each other, they did not have negative feelings. فَإِنَّمَا يَسَّرْنَاهُ بِلِسَانِكَ لِتُبَشِّرَ بِهِ الْمُتَّقِينَ وَتُنذِرَ بِهِ قَوْمًا لُدًّا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that we have made it, the Quran, easy through your tongue, so that you give with it the good news to the God-fearing. وَتُنذِرَ بِهِ قَوْمًا لُدًّا, and warn with it an obstinate people. So this is again an honor of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Although the language of Jannah, the language of the skies, the language of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the Quran, and has always been is the language, the Arabic language, and it has been so the case. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is honoring the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and it is Allah who decided that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam would be a person who spoke Arabic. But Allah is saying that we gave the Quran in your tongue, and we made it easy through your tongue. So the language of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the malaika, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, everyone in the skies is Arabic. But to honor the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah is saying that we gave it on your tongue, in your language. Otherwise, all the other books, they were given in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said those words in Arabic. Jibreel alayhi salam, he translated those and then gave it to the Anbiya of a specific language, if it was different. وَكَمْ أَهْلَكْنَا قَبْلَهُمْ مِنْ قَرْنٍ هَلْ تُحِسُّ مِنْهُمْ مِنْ أَحَدٍ أَوْ تَسْمَعُ لَهُمْ رِكْزًا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that these people, they turned away from the Quran, and the people who you are going to do inzar to, you are going to alarm, you are going to warn, then they should be warned that there is so many other generations. وَكَمْ أَهْلَكْنَا قَبْلَهُمْ مِنْ قَرْنٍ, they have been destroyed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. هَلْ تُحِسُّ مِنْهُمْ مِنْ أَحَدٍ, do you sense the presence of any one of them? There's so many huge generations, huge people, a lot of strength, a lot of qualities and achievements. Now they are wiped away from the face of the earth in such a fashion that do you even sense their existence? أَوْ تَسْمَعُ لَهُمْ رِكْزًا, do you even hear their whisper, their tiniest sound that they could make? Do you even hear it? So when that story and that past, the stories from the past are in front of your eyes and you accept them, then why would you choose to follow in their footsteps? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us iman and belief and good deeds for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allahumma ja'alna min ahli al-Quran alladhina hum ahluka wa khassatuk, wa sallallahu ta'ala ala khayri khalqi sayyidina wa nana Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amin ya rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin.